may as well start up with the cup draw, Dennis. Warrington away, you're going to get a Super League side, that's all.
Well, that was it, well, I don't think it was an easy draw, really. Like I said, we was hoping for a home draw, although at times you can think that that's not helped us this year either, but I think that kind of draw, it's not a bad draw. It's, like I say, we've had some great clashes with them at the moment. Puts us in a place where we know we've got to be at our best. It's a fair off way down the track as well at the moment, so it's, like I say, if we're comparing teams at the moment, then yeah, like I say, the last time we competed against them, they were just too good for us, too physical, too talented. How that's going to look in a 4 or 5 weeks' time, we don't really know yet, but I don't think it's a bad draw. I think, like I say, there's all over there. Going to Hull after watching them yesterday would have been the toughest one you could ask for, but I don't think there was, or going to Hull or Warrington away would have been a big challenge. Then again, Wigan away, I don't think there's an easy out anywhere in that. You were hoping for a home draw, we didn't get that. We'll take not having to travel too far, and hopefully last time we went to Warrington there was a sellout there and it was a big crowd, so that's what we can hope for again. Hopefully in the Challenge Cup. I think over the weekend, I think there's been some disappointing gates. I think it's not unfair to say that it wasn't great for the crowds that we were getting over the weekend. But hopefully by that quarter-final stage, all Super League sides, some big clashes in there. And like I said, the Castleford-Wigan one as well. I think Castleford knocked out Wigan last time they competed at that level. So that'll be a big challenge for them. And us against Warrington, great derby. Whole Catalans, two sides that are really big packs, big sides going head to head. It's going to be hopefully bring the crowds back out and get a decent turnout for the quarter-final of the Challenge Cup.
Yesterday's game, do you think there was a little bit of a tribute to a bit of Super League fitness played its part yesterday in the back end of that game?
I think there was a couple of things. I don't think there was Super League fitness. They've got some part-time players, but they've also got some full-time players. They've got lads that are training quite hard, and it's that one-off game mentality. It's a pretty, like I say, they didn't look like half the side that I've seen play this year. They looked twice as energised, twice as committed in that game. There's not a lot to say about it from us. I don't think it was a great performance. I think it was just a win. It was, like I say, we were sloppy at times. We're still a little bit soft around our ruck, and that contributed to some of the penalties. And like I say, we've talked about tidying that up, but it's a mentality thing. I think that's one thing we've got to get right now. We're lacking a little bit of confidence, just because of the tight wins and then getting out-eyed last time we was out, and a couple of others, like saying, and things not falling our way, maybe feeling sorry for ourselves a little bit of lack of confidence, like saying. We're searching for that at the moment, but we'll find it. Like I say, it's not. Like I say, we're sticking together. We know what we've got to do. Like, the lads are pretty honest with each other as well. Like, they know, that win's a winner. It's good. We're in the heart. We can move forward. But there were some things in that game that just weren't the standard that we need.
Period between them going level after half time and Charlie scoring, they probably had a lot more of the ball than you in that period, so you did well probably to hang in for a little bit there.
Yeah, we dug in, and like I say, the character and determination of us and the effort. It's, in some ways, and this is a really strange thing to say, I think we're trying too hard. I think they could have, like the same one, we're knocking ball down, we're just jumping too early, we're trying to solve problems on our own, we're trying to do things outside of the purpose of the group, and that, like I say, that has a knock-on effect on other things as well. So then instead of trying, sometimes you step in front, other times you step behind. We're just missing that little bit of accuracy in what we do, and that comes from confidence. But our work ethic and digging in there. Like I say, at one stage, I think it was about 28 out on the field. It was like 80+ degrees. So we've not had that. We've only had one day a year. And I know it's the same for both sides, but that had a bit of a knock-on effect. I also, like I say, we had a good share of the ball in the first half. They had a good share of the ball to start the second half. But we stuck at our task, and like I say, I think Aaron Jeremiah was outstanding as well at times. He really stuck in there and did a great job.
KR this week, and they're on a bit of a roller coaster, aren't they? You don't know what you're going to get from them. 50-point away wins and losses to League One, to Championship sides. So.
I know it's a tough one to call this week, isn't it? Away, at least they're at home. It's big chat, and like I say, they want to try and get there. They've had a weekend off, get their season started and rolling again, and they're not in a similar kind of vein as we are, with a little bit of ups and downs. Like ours have been a bit down at the moment. I say it's been hard to pick any wins up. They've been losing, winning, losing, winning. It's been a bit of a bumpy ride so far this year, but this is the kind of game we need to get our focus strong, to go there with a bit of purpose, and to come away from OKR with some points and a good win. Will probably give us a good boost for the rest of the year.
Got some good individual talents in that side, haven't they, if they can get them on the field?
Again, across that team, it's one of those kind of strange things where you look at it for 1 week and they come out and they beat Cass by 50 odd points and everything clicks. And Kelly plays well, and Tills plays well, and Lunt plays well. And then the week after they look like a shadow of a side. But I think, like I say, the weekend off have probably done them a lot of good. Gives them a chance to reevaluate themselves. And like I say, it's all back on now for another 6 weeks before the Challenge Cup sticks in again. But it's one of those. It's a real strange period of the season. Really, like you say, look at the fixture list, and you've got 10 games to go, and I say you need to pick up some wins. And there's lads down there fighting at the bottom end of the table at the moment that are really desperate. There's a couple of teams in that middle group, ourselves and Cass included, that are really desperate. So and nobody's really nice and settled above there in the top four, are they? Really, I say Warrington have had a really good first half of the year. It gives them a big buffer for the second period, but everybody can beat everybody, and it's going to be an exciting second half of the season, I think.
Eamon O'Carroll didn't play yesterday. What's the story with him?
He just tightened up through his back, hamstring went tight on the last training session, and he just wasn't worth the risk. Should be okay this week. And
what about your other injured people?
Yeah, I'm hopeful that Kev will come through next day or so. He's training all right. He's been running a little bit, so I'm hopeful that he'll come through this week, and we'll see where he is. Probably Tuesday or Wednesday this week. But I'm pretty hopeful with Kev. Chris Bridge will be a no. He's still probably another week or so off, a couple of weeks. And like I say, Eamon will be in there. And outside of that, that's it really.
If there is an advantage, it's not an advantage, is it, to having some players out? Is that you get to look at some of your reserve strength, don't you? Jay Chapelhow, for example, yesterday, Ed Chamberlain.
They're those kids that they're in our system, and they know they're just waiting for that opportunity. And I think what they've got to do is very similar to what the lads have done. They're accepting is that, like, Jay's got to come in and show that I'll have confidence in him again. He doesn't, like say, now he steps back and probably pushes back into Whitehaven, but with my process of thought being the fact that he's not a risk, he's got the qualities and to be able to step up. And I thought, like, he only played 10, I think it was about 12 minutes on Sunday, but they were really, like we said, we needed him. It was a little bit of energy that he gave us. He found his front, he carried the ball really well, he was hard to handle, and like, just didn't give up and determined on his chase to score his try.
Great moment for him, that, wasn't it?
It was like saying, I think you need some of that as a kid. You need those little things. I think he was confident as well, because he played against Castleford a couple of times. He's played against Halifax a couple of times, so he knows their players, and like I say, playing in that Whitehaven side and working with James Carl has done them a lot of good. He said it's just toughened them up a little bit and got them used to playing against a lot older men, really. Like I say, they've come through some age group stuff, and now that's the tough thing about not having a reserve grade or anywhere else to put them. It's they hit 19 and then you're out in the big wide world. If you've not played open age before, it can be a little bit daunting, even if you're a big lad. JJ just backed up again what he did for us the couple of times he's been in the team this year. He's really solid, got a good kicking game, and he can play a little bit.